Just after lunchtime, they all filed in.
What do you make of today's meeting?
Have a wonderful day, guys.
Energy Minister Angus Taylor making a tailor-made presentation to the Nats party room on why they should get on board with net zero emissions by 2050.
That's what we'll be talking about. Really looking forward to it. Thank you.
The timing is crucial, and not just for, the planet. In just 2 weeks, the PM will attend the COP26 climate conference in Glasgow after a campaign of intense pressure from just about every angle.
Overnight, I confirmed my attendance at the Glasgow summit, which I'm looking forward to attending.
But before the meeting had even begun, the Nats leader had already effectively ruled out deeper cuts to emissions by 2030.
I think that's highly unlikely.
And the price of cooperation on 2050 could be high and paradoxical, with talk of a $250 billion taxpayer-funded underwriting of the coal sector and Barnaby booking in a $3 billion rail extension that would increase coal production.
Right now, we have record prices and record volumes, and that is the truth.
So, will Scott Morrison head to COP26 with a clear and achievable plan? Or will the Nationals lampoon his Glasgow vacation?
Well, The Guardian's Amy Remeikis is with us now. Amy, is this like when they choose a new pope? Are they going to send up a smoke signal at the end?
Yeah, they're just going to light a piece of coal on fire and just let the black smoke come out, and that's how we'll know.
But it is still ongoing, right? They're still discussing it.
They are. We've hit about 3.5 hours or so now. So Angus Taylor went in and he gave a 3-hour or so presentation. He came out and said that it was constructive and collegiate, and they had a great discussion about how no one wants to impact jobs and nobody wants to change things too much.
And we believe that?
Well, when it comes to not impacting coal jobs and not wanting to change things too much, we absolutely do believe that. As your package pointed out, before the meeting, Barnaby Joyce was laughing off any changes to the 2030 medium-term target. At the moment, we're locked in for 26 to 28% emissions reduction on what we've done from 2005. The rest of the world is telling us we have to go further. The Nationals seem to be saying, no, we won't be doing that.
So, Amy, how much of that party room needs to be on board to make it official?
You need to have the majority, and we are talking about like the coalition's junior partner, so there's only about 20 people or so. So you need, again, just over 11. But there's a lot of undecideds in the Nationals at the moment. There's a couple of people, mostly the Queensland Nationals, who are completely against any sort of change. That's what the government is worried about. They don't want this derailed before they go to Glasgow and basically say, like, hey guys, we care about 2050 now. Isn't that great?
Amy, the expectation is that leaders will go to Glasgow with a commitment to making bigger cuts by 2030. How does the PM look if he turns up without that?
A little sheepish, I would think, but I'm not sure that anyone was expecting Australia to go that far anyway. None of the conversations we've been having at the government level have been about 2030. It's all been about Australia committing to do something in 2050 when none of the people who are in Parliament currently will be in Parliament. So I don't think anyone was expecting too much of a movement on 2030, although I do think it'll probably come into play in the election because Labor, the Greens, the crossbench, and we know from polling most Australians want more action than what Australia is promising to do.
OK, Amy Remeikis, thank you.
Thank you.
From expert opinions to in-depth analysis and reporting, the Project YouTube brings you the biggest stories from Australia and around the globe. Hit the subscribe button now for news delivered straight to your feed.